Welcome to Logical Ayurveda. Today we are going to learn about a very important yoga which every Ayurvedic practitioner, every Ayurvedic student, everyone who wishes to practice Ayurveda must definitely understand and practice it in day to day life. It is so much important. The name of the yoga is Gandaka Rasayana. And at the end of the video, I can promise you this that no learning material available online or offline is going to teach you Gandhaka Rasayanam like I do in simple terms and make you understand how important the usage of Gandhaka Rasayanam is in real life practice. So, before discussing in detail about Gandhaka Rasayanam, the main content of Gandhaka Rasayana tablet is sulfur. From time immemorial, sulfur is used in various medicines even before 5000 years. Like Egyptians used sulfur for skin diseases, Hippocrates used sulfur in the treatment of plague, and ancient Romans used it as an antiseptic, antiparasitic, antibacterial. Sulfur is an FDA approved external application for acne, seborrheic dermatitis, etc. Sulfur is the third most abundant mineral in the human body. So, sulfur is a very important compound. Therefore, how is sulfur used in Gandhaka Rasayanam? Gandhaka Rasayanam, the sulfur, bhavana of the sulfur, the trituration of sulfur is done with cow's milk 3 times. And then 8 times in Chaturjata Fanta, and 8 times in Gulichiswarasa, and 8 times in Triphala Kashaya, and 8 times in Bringaraja Swarasa, at last 8 times once more in Ardraka Swarasa, and mixed with equal quantity of sugar. So how much Dravyas Bhavana is done? Gopayasa 3 times, Chaturjata, Guduchi, Triphala, Bringaraja, Ardraka 8 times. At the end of it, Samabhagam, Thulya Bhagam, equal quantity sugar is added. Shuddhau Bali Gopayasya Vibhavya Chaturjata Guduchi Kabihi Patyaksha Datri Aushada Bringarajer Bhavye Ashtavaram Prudak Ardrakena Siddhe Sitham Yojya Tulya Bhagam Rasayanam Gandaka Raja Rasagnyam. Now, seeing all this, you can tell that Gandhaka Rasayanam is Pitta Pradhana Tridosha Haram. Many people tell that in Rasaushadis, in metals and minerals, you can never tell which is the dosha. It is generally Tridoshara. You can, it only changes with the medicine you go prescribe along with. No, it is nothing like that. You should properly be able to study and analyze the components to come to a conclusion that which dosha it will predominantly treat. Gandhaka Rasayanam is indicated in mainly Pittaja disorders, and it is Pitta Pradhana Tridosha Hara. Why I say it is Pitta Pradhana? Because Gandhaka is triturated in cow's milk for 3 times. It is Pittahara, Guduchi, Pittahara, Bringaraja, again Tiktapashana Pittahara. So everything is mostly Pittahara. And to end it, Samabhagam Sharkara is added. Wherever, best example is Avipati Churna, wherever equal quantity of Sharkara is added, that is one, to neutralize the excessive Ruksha Guna of the particular formulation. Number 2, it is to make it much more Pittahara. Even in Avipati, it contains Trikato, Musta, Triphala, etc. But to balance it, half the quantity Avipati is added with sugar. So that is how Gandhaka Rasayana, because of adding all these dravyas, it is mainly Pitta Pradhana Tridosha Haram. You can understand this much. Even in our colleges, people used to tell, what is Gandhaka Rasayana? In general, it is an antibiotic, sir. Telling Gandhaka Rasayanam as an antibiotic, I don't have any problem with people telling like that. But there is one thing. You tell that Sachin Tendulkar was a very good bowler, sir. Apart from very good bowler, he is nothing. How it will be? It will be very funny, because Sachin is a legendary batsman and all-rounder. He was capable of many things, out of which bowling is only single thing. So Gandhaka Rasayanam is not only antibiotic. It is antibiotic, antifungal, anti-parasitic, anti-pruritic, and antimicrobial, anti-helminthic. It is having so much big falashrutis that you cannot even name it. And why I tell Gandhaka Rasayanam is mainly Pitta Pradhana Tridoshara, you take the Falashruti, it is clearly told at the last line, Kesham Ativa Krishnam Karoti Ched Bhakshati Ardhavarsham. If you take Gandhaka Rasayana for 6 months, your graying of hairs will reverse or reduce. Graying of hairs is mainly a Pittaja Vyadi, therefore prescribing Gandhaka Rasayanam which contains Triphala, Bringaraja and Godugdha etc. it will greatly help in reducing the white hairs. In Shloka it is specifically told, Kesham, not normal Krishnam, Kesham Ativa Krishnam Karoti Ched Bhakshati Cha Ardhavarsham. So, what does Gandhaka Rasayana contain? Gandhaka Rasayana contains Ardraka and Chaturjata Bhavana for better digestion to the patient, and Gandhaka Rasayana contains Guluchi for better immunomodulatory properties and Pittahara properties. Gandhaka Rasayana contains Triphala for wound healing and antibiotic and antibacterial properties. Gandhaka Rasayana contains Bringaraja for reducing the white hairs and for increasing the liver function. It is an all-in-one package which is capable of doing many things. Whenever you find all these indications confusing, I just want you to remember one single thing. If you keep a wood in the fire, because of the burning, the wood will start out oozing water in particular one end. If you fire at this particular end, it will start to ooze out water in the other end. Similarly, wherever there is Srava or wherever there is discharge or wherever there is serous discharge or any kind of discharge because of Pitta in the body, there you can prescribe Gandhaka Rasayana blindly. You can go with it blindly. You can use the dravyas along with, but wherever there is discharge and you think on the background Pitta is involved, you can definitely use Gandhaka Rasayanam. For example, you can use it in wounds where mucopurulent or serous discharge is there. You can use it in bacterial infection. You can use it in pyoderma. You can use it in abscess. You can use it in seborrheic dermatitis where pimple is popping out. You can use where thick exudate is coming out, where the skin becomes thick because of the exfoliation. You can use it in wet eczema where discharge is there. You can use it in all kinds of skin diseases. You can use it in pimples. You can use it as even in Penasa and Dushta Pratishaya. You can use it in white discharge, serous discharge, mucopurulent discharge, leukorrhea. You can use it in the patients with irritable bowel syndrome who has mucus discharge along with the stools. You can use it in worm infestations. You can use it in alopecia areata. You can use it in otitis, ear infection with pus discharge. You can use it in night falls. You can use it in excess secretion of akshi mala. You can use it in varicose wounds. You can use it in diabetic wounds. You can use it in lymphadenitis because Gandhaka has 3 properties. Gandhaka is Kushtagna, Jantugna and Vishagna. It is antipruritic, anti-helminthic and detoxifying in nature, which means almost for everything you can give Gandhaka Rasayana. Wherever Srava is involved, wherever Pitta is involved, you can blindly go for Gandhaka Rasayanam. Let us see the Falashruti of Gandhaka Rasayanam. What they have told is Karshonmitam Sevitamiti Viryam cha Pushti Chet Dehavanyam Kandu cha Kushtam, Kandu, itching, Kushtam, skin diseases, Vishadosham Ugram, not normal Vishadosha, any kind of Vishadosha which is Ugra, Vishadosham Ugre Mamsa Dvayeneha Jayet Prayogaha. In 2 months you will get results. In what diseases? Wherever there is itching, wherever there is skin disease, wherever there is poison involved, and because of which the person has problem. You know, one interesting thing is the antidote of Parada, the antidote of mercury is sulfur. Even some book I've studied that only sulfur is capable of binding mercury to it and taking the poison load out of the body. It is in Ayurveda and in other sciences, it is mainly used in mercury poisoning. It is Vishagnam as much as that. It is detoxifying until the extent of mercury. So, see the effect of detoxifying nature on other diseases. It is as simple as that for Gandhaka Rasayanam. So, all these diseases, Kandu, Kushta, Visha, it will cure it in just Masa Dvaya, 2 months. Ghoratisaram Grahani Padam Chahare Charaktam Hridshula Yuktam Jeerna Jware Mehagane Prakrishtam Vatamayanam Harane Samartham. All this, Gora Atisara, wherever there is chronic dysentery, Grahani, irritable bowel syndrome, ulcerative colitis, all kind of Rakta doshas, Jwara, diabetes, and Prajakaram. It can even increase the sperm count, and it can increase the quality of ovum. Prajakaram. Kesham ativa krishnam karoti chet bhakshati ardhavarsham. For all this, from Atisara to this Prajakara, it has to be taken for the period of 6 months. That is the beauty of Gandhaka Rasayanam. You can almost give Gandhaka Rasayanam in anything and everything. And this is how Gandhaka Rasayana should be taught in colleges. This is how Gandhaka Rasayana should be taught in internships. And this is how you can make use of Gandhaka Rasayana. You can co-prescribe Gandhaka Rasayana with almost everything. Recently, I prescribed Gandhaka Rasayana and Alopecia Hair Health on boils and pimples. You can prescribe it with Panchanangadi, Kaisharoglu, Gandhaka Rasayanam, whatever drugs you want, Mahatiktakam, any kind of Pittahara yogas or other yogas, anything you can co-prescribe Gandhaka Rasayana along with. There is never a contraindication, and it is Rasayana. It can be used for a long time. You give Gandhaka Rasayana for 20 years, no problem is going to come. If you want to know which company Gandhaka Rasayana is good, please WhatsApp on the following number. Thank you.